What's up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. NBA Talk with Jay. Today I got my guy Run My Bets with me today, man. To be honest with you, after that Hawks game yesterday, I did not feel like doing this shit. I am not in the mood. That was fucking horse shit, guys. So I'm sorry to start off like this, but I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm taking a step back on the NBA, guys. After that, after what I saw, motherfuckers showing they acting like this is the preseason, guys. We got everything we wanted. All the Hawks players in. No Dinwiddie, no Gafford. These motherfuckers got Kyle Kuzma out here running the center and Montrezl Harrell, and we couldn't get the cash. The Hawks totally didn't give a damn about that game, guys. I don't know what to say. On paper, we're supposed to win that game by 20. You can't take these games too serious. Can't take these games serious. That's the only thing I can say. It's my only message from yesterday. What's up with you, my brother? Everything cool with you?
Yeah, man. Last time I was on, took a tough loss with Denver. Jokic getting ruled out at half. That was tough, but looking to bounce back today.
No, I'm with you on that, man. Let's get to some games, guys. Real quick, I won't be here for Saturday and Sunday, so I definitely had to make sure I did a show for you today. Going on a little vacation, not thinking about any games, not watching a single game either, guys. I'm just taking a step back, going on a little vacation. You dig what I'm saying? First game up today, we got the Magic versus the Raptors. The Raptors laying 8 at the house. They got their first home win. Now these motherfuckers laying 8. Total was at 210. It's down to 206 and a half. Two pretty much anemic offenses. We know the Raptors play really good defense, my guy. What you think this one? You think the Raptors get a little bit too much respect with this -8 here?
Yeah, it's not something I'm probably going to be touching at all. I like the Raptors spot, and that's a spot I was looking at a few days ago. I was hoping the number would be around 5.5 or 6, but that was wishful thinking. -8, the number's probably just a little bit too high for my liking. I actually think it's right around where I would have it. I'd have it around 7.5. So for me, I have a lean to the Raptors. If you want to play the Raptors, play them small, but it's not going to be official. And I don't think you're gonna. I'm gonna have a Raptors bet slip in my pocket at the end of the night.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like I said, they finally got their first home win. Now they land 8 at the house. I don't necessarily agree with it, man. I mean, the Magic are pretty bad. They are, but they are coming off a couple of straight losses. They played the Hornets pretty tough at the house. They start to play the Heat for tough as well. The Heat are a far better defensive team than the Raptors are, in my opinion, and much better offensively. So that's one thing that the Magic, like, they can score some points at some point, like if you're sleeping on them. So call me crazy. I lean Magic. There's no way in hell I'm betting this game. I wouldn't even talk about it, but I'm just trying to go through every game on the board. So I know the Raptors are 4-0 ATS last four Friday games, where the Magic are 0-5 against the spread last five Friday games. So could be something there. In theory, the Magic are 0-6 against spread last six meetings in Toronto, and they're 1-10 against the spread last 11 meetings with these squads. So there could be something there. I guess the trends are saying that the Raptors should be favored by 8 here, but I'm not sure about this one. I just stay away from this game. I don't necessarily like that point spread. You're basically asking for the Raptors to blow these guys out by double digits, which it could happen, but the Magic, we know sometimes they show up. They do. So it's a tough game with the way that the money's been going. You might want to look towards the under there. Open up at 210, down 3.5 points. You might want to look towards the under. Let's get to the next game here. We got the Pacers versus the Nets here. Another home team laying 8.5. Now we know the Pacers aren't all lit, but are the Nets ready to lay 8.5? We know they're coming off their home loss versus the Heat. They're going to be turned up. I believe 3 straight home games. So the Nets should be pretty comfortable at the house as far as like shooting wise. Don't be surprised if the Nets shoot the lights out tonight. We know the Pacers aren't a great. We know that the Pacers aren't a great defensive team as well. And then on top of that, you have their starting point guard out, Brogdon out. So I know that Claxton is questionable for the Nets. Still no Kyrie. I don't want to bet on the Pacers without Brogdon. They already look bad even with him. Now you without your starting point guard, and you'd need him predominantly to be guarding Harden. This one could get ugly. This one could get ugly. What you think about this one?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the number speaks Indiana to me, but the spot just speaks Brooklyn. And for that reason, again, I'm going to be off of this game. I don't even really have a lean. I'm guessing if I had to bet this game, if I had a free play, I'd probably lean Indiana. But this spot, it just reads Brooklyn. I can see a Brooklyn blowout spot. I can see Harden going off. Harden's been getting criticized in the media heavy. But is it justified? Probably. This guy really hasn't played that great. He has not looked himself. I don't know if it's really got to do with the new foul rules and all that stuff. But I can see Harden coming out here and dropping 40. Maybe not 40, but I can see him coming out here having a good game. And I can see the Nets destroying the Pacers. Brogdon out is actually quite a big deal. This is their ball handler. This is the guy that goes up and down the court. Um, Again, I lean Pacers plus 8.5. I'm not going to bet it though. Like you said, I think this could potentially be a blowout spot for the Nets. They need a win here. They're not looking too good recently.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that, guys. If you have some plays, post them in the chat, my guys. Post them in the chat. Need you guys' help today. Like I say, not a ton for me. If you're in the chat with some bullshit, I'm blocking you. It's simple. So not a lot of negativity, but if you're in I'm not in the fucking mood today. So don't come at me. Don't do that shit today. I'm not. I'm not in the mood. But yeah, without Rodney. So this is their fourth straight home game. This is a seventh. This is a 6-game home stand that the Nets are on. I could see them turned up here. It's been win loss, win loss. They're coming off their loss. The Pacers are not at the degree of defense that the Heat are. I can tell you that. So the Nets should have a lot better time here offensively. Harden should get going today. KD as well. Obviously, no, I don't know who the hell is going to guard KD for. I mean, maybe try to throw Justin Holiday out there. We'll see, man. I mean, the Pacers are off a couple straight losses. If you get smacked by the Raptors by 18 like that, watch out. The Nets could be coming for blood tonight, guys. So not some I'm betting, but I would be looking towards the Nets to, in some type of way here, maybe early, come in here and smack these Patriots up. They're without one of their better perimeter defenders. Not sure who's going to guard Harden. Not sure who's going to guard KD and this one, my guys. In theory, the Pacers have the rebound advantage. In theory, they got Miles Turner, who's been underperforming, and Sabonis, but I don't know what to do with these Pacers right now, guys. Some of these teams still treating it like preseason as well, so just watch out for this shit. Let's get to the next game here. We got the Hornets versus the Heat here. The Heat kind of opened up a little short, in my opinion, at -6. I know the Hornets are 4-1 on the season. Now, I just saw right before the show that Bam Adebayo is questionable in this game, guys. So I'm not sure what you like to do with that, but their starting center, they don't have many centers over there. They don't have a ton of size for the Heat. You got Bam Adebayo, and then you got Dwayne Dedmon coming off the bench. So a lot of people aren't so high on Dedmon. So take that how you want. I don't think he's a bad. I don't think he's a bad center, but the fact that him being starting center, then who you gonna have after that? Maybe your 7. They could be a little thin in the front court tonight. What you think about this, my guy? You thinking the Heat or what?
Yeah, and it's gonna sound square, but I love the Heat -5. I think the line, like you said, is a little bit short. I'm actually starting to see a few 4.5s pop. If you can get a 4.5, I'm gonna be all over it. All over it. If I get a 4.5, trust me, that's a play that's gonna be in my pocket tonight. Their defense is outstanding, and their offense has been picking it up. This guy Tyler Hero's been shooting the lights out. I like Miami, man. This team look like a different team since the team that lost to the Milwaukee Bucks in 4 straight. They've leveled up. This team honestly at this point it's been a short season so far. We're talking 5-6 games. They look like probably the best team in the East in my opinion. I think the number's short, and a lot of people like the Hornets. The Hornets have been okay. They've been doing good to start the year. Give me the Heat -5, -4.5. Hopefully we get that 4.5. If I get that 4.5, I guarantee you guys I'll have a play on the Heat tonight. That'll be something that'll be in my pocket for sure. Again, I think the number's too short. And I'm seeing probable for Bam Adebayo. You don't really know because this stuff came out of nowhere, and we'll see before game time. I think they get there well over the number with him, and without him, I still think they get there.
Yeah, I can see plenty of points here. We know that the Hornets, they play fast. Not a great defensive team, in my opinion. Let's see, is Rozier still out? Let me see. PJ Washington is doubtful. Rozier is questionable.
Yeah.
Bam Adebayo, with this, I'm gonna have to look real quick. Somebody said something about Lowry. I didn't see anything about Lowry pop up.
Yeah.
In my
I
opinion.
see Lowry probable for Friday and Bam Adebayo probable for Friday.
Yeah, I see Bam Adebayo probable for one of these injury reports, but that's bullshit. Yeah. We just saw him come downgraded to questionable, so they must not have. They must not have. Not saying that Lowry impossible, but we know for a fact Adebayo is questionable. He just got downgraded for the show. Let me see who they have next. So they come off the Heat, 2 straight wins. Come off that big win versus the Nets. Oh boy! Then they go out on the road tomorrow. First game of back-to-back. I worry about them. I worry about the Heat today. I'm not taking the Hornets. I think the Hornets are a little bit more overvalued. They came off a huge game where they get. This is the NBA, guys. Some of these games, teams not going to bring their best effort. It just happens. It's make it get you pissed off, but you got to have to find your spots. Then they turned up versus the Nets. Me personally, I don't want to bet the Heat here because they just come off a huge game. It is the first game of back-to-back. They come to the house real quick, and then they go on the road for 2 games. They have the Grizzlies tomorrow as well. So It's like I can understand why people like the Heat here. I also understand why they could possibly sit out of bio here. If they sit out of bio, that shows me they don't give a damn about this game. I'm sorry. Like sometimes that's a tipping cap. So not saying that the Heat don't cover or they can't clamp down here. You see what I'm saying? Because they are obviously the better, much better defensive team in here. Obviously, if the Hornets don't have Rozier, they'll likely get smashed here. But it's just something I'm staying away from. Don't like this. I don't like for it to be a smash spot for the Heat. I was on them last game because I knew they would bring it. I'm not so fucking sure just today. I'm not so sure, but definitely lean Heat, especially if Rozier is not playing. So maybe check that. If Rozier does play, could definitely see that overhit. And if the Heat have a letdown here, it'll be on defense. You see that total going up from 221 and a half up to 223. Let's get to the next game. Do you have anything else on this one?
Yeah, my bad, Jay. I just saw on my site too that he just got downgraded to questionable. So I think it's more than likely that he doesn't play. You don't go from probable to questionable just like that. They're probably leaning to not play him. And if that's the case, you can get a better number on this game. They might shave a point off the point spread. You might be able to get 4, maybe 3.5, something around there. And I like that even more.
Got you, got you.
So I'd wait to bet.
All right, that's enough. Sorry, I just had to block this guy. We're not doing it.
No worries.
We're not doing it. Real quick. Is Lowry playing? Yeah, I don't see. I didn't hadn't seen anything about that. Jimmy, did you? Um, it's just man. I'm not here for all that. Lowry over 14 and a half points plus 140. Post some pics in the chat, my guys, and put them up on the screen. Hornets won 3 out of the last 5. Miami, yeah, got you, got you. My guy down to earth says he's -6. It's coming down. It's on 5.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go to the next game, my guys. Kings versus Pelicans. Kings versus Pelicans. I like the Pelicans today, guys. I do like the Pelicans. There we have that dynamic where you have the Kings 2-0 on the road, and you had the Pelicans 0-2 at the house. I think the Pelicans turn up tonight, get their first home win, my guys. They're 1-4 in the season. Can't stack up too many losses over there in the Western Conference. I don't think the Kings should be laying points on the road here. Simply put, I do not think the Kings should be laying points in this game on the road. The Pelicans being a little bit disrespected here. They deserve to win versus the Hawks. I definitely think the Pelicans win this game, my guys. Plus 1.5. Exactly, Isaiah. Get them the fuck out of here. You're not tolerating it. You can go to another channel, my guy. Pelicans plus 1.5. I like it. Could you talk me off?
No, I can't talk you off at all, man. I think this game is an overreaction from the books and from most of the public. A lot of people are going to see the Kings. They just whooped the Suns. They didn't whoop them. They came off a buzzer beater there to prevent overtime. I was on the Kings +8 that game. And so I've done my fair share of Kings betting. I was on them the game before and they covered too. But this is not a King spot. A lot of people are going to look at the Kings and say, "Wow, these guys are winning games. They're only 1.5 point favorites, and the Pelicans are struggling." No, this is a trap game. A lot of people are right away are going to think the Kings. It's the Pelicans or nothing for me. Pelicans, I'm seeing +2s, +1.5s. I'd even take them on the money line. I think they should be favored in this game at the house in a game that they kind of need to win before they're if they lose this, they're going to be 1-5, right? That's really not where they want to be right now before Zion comes back. Give me the Pelicans +1.5. That's we'll make that an official play for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Pelicans plus 1.5. You could take the plus 105. Like the Pelicans to get this win. They have yet to win a home game. They're only 1-4 in the season. They showed up in their second game versus the Timberwolves, guys. I think they show up today. They even showed up in the last game at the house versus the Hawks. A few few late foul calls also didn't go their way. I'll tell you guys, I watched the ending of that game. I think that the refs or the whole referee crew would say, look, we kind of owe the Pelicans one here. Brendan Ingram got fouled twice in the last minute of that game versus the Hawks. He should have went to the free throw line when the game was tied. They deserve to win that game. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I think this is a great spot for the Pelicans at the house. Plus 105, money line, plus 1.5, whatever you want to do. The Pelicans will win this game versus the Kings tonight, guys. I really think so. Next game up, we got the Mavs versus the Nuggets here, guys. I'll tell you some inside info. Y'all know, I mean, it's why y'all folks with me. I try to bring you guys whatever inside info I have. I don't think Jokic is playing, guys. So if you like the Mavs, if you like the under, you probably want to take it now. Not necessarily I'm taking the Mavs. It is a back-to-back spot in the it's a back-to-back spot in Denver, so I don't necessarily think it's a buy-on spot for the Mavs. I think you guys should possibly hop on the under here. Like I say, Jokic, he didn't practice yesterday. He was in flip-flops. That kind of leads me. It's early in the season, guys. These teams not going balls to the wall. It's nowhere near the playoffs. Just one game doesn't matter to them. So I just wanted to let you guys know that these teams are just because we're looking at a spot or everything lines up. You want to go with a team that's in a motivated spot or maybe it's been losing or something. You don't want to go with a team that's just like, oh, they've been winning. We're gonna go with them again. No, This shit happens, man. This shit happens. But I think that the Nuggets will possibly still get it done without Jokic. They still look good in that third quarter versus the Jazz. They just kind of ran out of gas in that one. So they actually showed they could still play well without Jokic. Regardless, the defense tightened up. Obviously, they're missing their quarterback on offense. I think this game goes under. What you think about this one?
Yeah, I really like I like Denver here -1.5. But here's the thing, and this sometimes bugs me about the NBA is that injury report. Like you said, I don't think he's going to be playing, but that number seems too short if he's not playing. Because if he's not playing, the Mavericks should be like 3-point favorites, maybe 4-point favorites, something in that range. So I can't really tell. And here's the thing: when I'm placing a bet, I'm making a small investment, right? I'm thinking that that ticket's going to win 54, 55% of the time. And I can't tell you that with certainty right now. So if I'm betting the Nuggets -1.5, that's me telling you that he's playing for sure. And I just can't tell you that right now. If he was playing, 100%, this is a play that goes in my pocket. Nuggets -1.5, book it up. But we don't know. And then by the time, let's say he does get ruled in, the number is going to be -3 or -4. So I think most of the value is going to be gone. So for that reason, I do lean the under. Actually, I'm definitely not going to be on the over this game, but the under is something that I lean, and I love the Nuggets -1.5 with Jokic. Without, I don't want to be anywhere near that thing. So this is a stay off for me. If he
Got
magically
you.
gets ruled in and you can get a 1.5, book it. Uh, if that's not the case, I'd stay away.
Yeah, I do. I could see this being. I'll tell you what I've seen in these type of games before. Jokic gets ruled out. Everybody hop on the Mavs. The Nuggets still win. Friday
Yeah,
night game at the house.
I've seen.
Mavs, three straight wins. They heading on the road here. Third game in 4 nights, back to back in Denver. I would not take the Mavs today, guys. The Nuggets, two straight losses, three straight non covers here. Coming back to the house here. I think the Nuggets get it done. Wait for Jokic to get ruled out. All the money going to Mavs here. I like the Mavs. I love them. I would not take the Mavs today, guys. It's not a good spot. They damn near when you get down like to 20 points to start a game, like the Mavs did versus Spurs. It's almost like you have to play two games. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting
Yeah,
ready, warming up for a game, right? Warm up. All right. Now we come out there, get smacked, come out running. Now you have to get up again. Now you got to get up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to play a second game when this happens to come back and try to get that deficit and come and win the game. They did that. The fact that they expanded all their energy to beat the Spurs last night does not bode well, in my opinion, back to back in altitude. I'm about to head to altitude. I like the Nuggets today. It's called me crazy. I like them even like when Jokic gets ruled out. I like the Nuggets. So you can take it down. You can wait till he's out. I think the Nuggets win this game regardless. The defense will show up tonight, and I think this game will go under, guys. So I'd be looking at Nuggets and under. Like I say, this is a Friday night special to try and take everyone's money. Jokic ruled out. Okay, go take the Mavs. The Nuggets still win. I've seen this shit too many times. Nuggets coming off a couple of straight losses, which means they're the more motivated team here, and they're at the house, and they're catching the Mavs off three straight losses, and it's a back-to-back, and third game in 4 nights in high altitude. Nuggets will likely win this game. I've seen this shit. Even though you know what I'm saying, these are the spots, man. We are with the home team here. Next game up, man. We got the Clippers versus the Blazers here. My one of my sub names is Revenge Game J. I would not go with the revenge angle here. I would still go with the Clippers here. They just smacked the Blazers up. One thing you want to see is if Powell's playing. If he comes back, possibly the Blazers could get some revenge. If Powell's out, take the Clippers money line. They will bounce back in this game. The Blazers just don't have the defense caliber, in my opinion. Even though they play a lot better at the house, I don't think they have the caliber of defense to hang to smash this Clippers team, even with revenge. So they have some revenge, but they also coming off a blowout game as well versus the Grizzlies. I'd be looking at the Clippers here plus the 3. You can wait on Powell. If he's in, I must say I wouldn't like the Clippers as much, but this isn't a revenge game, Jay, in my opinion, especially where the Clippers look versus the Cavs. Clippers are nothing for me, my guy. What you think?
Yeah, it's going to be Clippers or pass for me because of what you just said. They just got blown out by the Cavs, right? This is going to be a bounce back performance for them. If they would have went out there and beat the Cavs by 20, I could say this potentially is a letdown spot and a revenge game for the Portland Trailblazers, but I just don't see it. Ty Lue down there in LA, man, this guy doesn't mess around. This guy's going to want to get his win tonight. They just killed them boys and they're catching 3. I understand what the books are thinking. Massive revenge game for Portland in Portland. I'm not thinking that way. Yes, Portland beat Memphis last night. Not last night. I think it was 2 days ago. But that they were not great in the first half. They came out and played in the second half, yes, for sure. But they still look shaky that first half, and that's the team I expect to see. I like the Clippers +3, and then if Norman Powell does get ruled in, I still like them because I think that number is going to go to 3.5 or maybe 4, and 3.5 and 4, they're key numbers. Those are big numbers. So I like the Clippers with Powell in or out. Just make sure you get the best of the number. I'd wait to see what's going on with him. Uh, you can take a shot if you want to bet them at +3 and he gets ruled out. That number probably goes to 2.5 or 2. I just like the Clippers at plus money on the money line. I like them catching 2, 3, or 4 points. I'm all over the Clippers today. I really like that spot for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. It's definitely Clippers nothing. Now, trust me, guys, heads always up. I'm just taking a step back from betting. It is what it is. My guy down to earth says Blazers are nothing. A lot of people don't believe in the revenge angle. Hey, it doesn't hit every time. This is one I wouldn't take. But if you don't believe in the revenge angle, just go check out that Magic +12 over the Knicks. Um, Okay, don't believe in it then. Keep betting the same teams. Like I wouldn't argue any one of Blazer done tonight. The revenge angle doesn't work every time, but with certain teams, you want to hop on it. Um, this isn't one that I would take. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. 75% of the time, I will ride with revenge angle almost blind. I mean, you still got to look into the games, and this is one where I think the Clippers own the Blazers. So you're right. The revenge angle doesn't always work. Sometimes it just a team owns another team. But just know, like that back-to-back home, ask the Timberwolves. They saw it. The Pelicans come in there and smack them up. Ask the Knicks. We know the Knicks could they just smashed the Magic by 30. Oh, okay, come in there laying 12 in their house and they lose the game outright. Okay, so keep thinking that it's real, guys. So, but you got to pick your spots in. It's not like you say
Yeah.
go with the revenge every single time. But I do think if you go with it every time, you will be up 60%. So fuck off, Jason. Next game up, last game up. Cavs versus Lakers. Cavs versus Lakers. Lakers laying 7.5 here. Oh my God! Now the Cavs been playing well. They could possibly. I mean, I said this last. They have had some more, even more days off in LA now. Could be riding a high after beating the Clippers. I'm not. The Cavs are that good defensively where I don't want to lay it with the Lakers, but within me saying that, a lot of people's going to say that, right? Like that's going to be the narrative in this game. Oh, the Cavs been playing really good defense. You don't want to bet against the Lakers. Lakers are embarrassed, guys. That's one thing I can tell you. The Lakers are embarrassed after that game. They lost versus OKC, especially when they got up 26 points. Me personally, I'd like to back teams like the Lakers coming off those type of losses. So that's just me. That's the only way I'd look. Lakers here, I'm not betting it. I'll tell you that. I maybe look towards an under here because the Cavs, we know they'll play really good defense. Now, this total's coming up. The Lakers, when they turn up, they play really good defense. I lean, even though the line is going up 3 points, I lean under here. I take the under before I take the side. What you think, my guy?
Yeah, I agree. And like you said, that total's been coming up. I see 221.5, and I don't see how they get there. The Lakers haven't, but they've been shooting okay. But Cleveland's not going to put up 120 points. They're probably not even going to put up 110 points. I think Cleveland covers this number. And if Cleveland covers that number, I think the game's got to go under, right? If the game goes over, I think that's a blowout spot for the Lakers, right? I think there's a massive correlation there. There's one reason though that it's kind of fishy to me. I'm looking at these numbers right now, and I'm seeing 70% of the bets on Cleveland. If you would have told me that a Cleveland Lakers game and there's 70% of the bets on Cleveland, like that's no good. I'm probably going to stay off the side here. You might find me with a ticket on the under, but 70% of the tickets on Cleveland against the Lakers, that's trap. That's public play. Like I'm telling you guys right now, stay away from that shit. I could maybe that's what the bookies are telling you. The books are telling you that the Lakers are going to come up and clean house tonight. So for that reason, I'm probably just going to be off that game in general. Maybe something on the under. But Cleveland's been legit. They've been winning games. They've been beating good teams, also covering spreads. I like them +7.5 today, but for that one simple reason, I can't do it.
Yeah, respect to Artez in the chat, man. He'd say, and that's guys, you can go just because we liking something different. I mean, you have to play it. Always go with what you like, and that's why I
For
say
sure.
post your plays in the chat. So respect to you, Artez. He says no disrespect, but over my favorite play tonight. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't no disrespect. Hey, you like the other side. I appreciate you for putting it that way. Some people come in here, no, you wrong, or I'm fading, I'm taking over. So you know what I'm saying? Like if you want to fade, that's one thing, but you know what I'm saying? If you're on the other side, guys, it's cool. Like we're just trying to cash here. You see what I'm saying? So they say everybody gets up for the Lakers. Yep, that's a good point there. Nathan Turner says he feel like Cavs can win on the money line. Brandon, we like the Pelicans. He says Kings minus 2,000. I like the Phillies today, man. Fly, Pelican, fly. That would be crazy though if 70% is. I'm seeing 56%. I mean, obviously it's gonna be different percentage all over the
Yeah,
place. I can't tell you when everyone starts to get on the fade the Lakers train, like they should beat the Cavs, right? So they should be if they turn up here and they're pissed versus from the OKC loss, they could smash the Cavs here. The
yeah,
Cavs are 0-12 against the spread in their last 12 Friday games. I just always think that's a crazy stat, especially when
yeah,
it's Friday, especially when you're on the road in a Friday night game in
yeah.
LA, rocking crowd. Um, eh,
Jay,
it's
the one
under or nothing for me, huh?
Yeah, Jay, the one thing is what really scares me is I don't normally look at like the money divide, the bet divide, and be like, "Oh, I'm not touching the game because of this." This game it scares me specifically because it's the Lakers, man. The Lakers are like they hold like 80% of the bet share almost every game. So the fact that you're seeing Cleveland like a massive underdog and one of the worst teams in the league, I don't know about right now, but one of the worst teams in general get now it's down to 65, 66% of the bet share. Like that scares me away from this game, and that tells me that there's something that I don't know going on, and not to touch this game.
Yeah,
If it
and
was any other team,
my guy in the chat, J Cole, got a good point. If the Lakers do blow him out, it could be an over spot. The Cavs have won three straight games, covered. They won three straight games and won three straight as outright dogs.
yeah.
They're not, but I just don't see it. You know what? I hope the Cavs play really good here.
Me
They
too.
got a back to back. They got a back to back in Phoenix. Phoenix will fucking slaughter these
Yeah.
boys. I am betting that shit. I'm betting that for sure. I need the Cavs. So if the Cavs could get blown out, I hope they have a representative game. They'll have this. It'll be. They'll be in a terrible spot tomorrow. It'll be third game in 4 nights, all on the road, back to back to Phoenix. Phoenix coming off a terrible loss, his 8 point home favorite. So I'll watch this game. I hope the Cavs cover. I hope it's a tight game. I hope it go into double overtime. The Suns will have their way with the Cavs tomorrow, my guys. So it's just a little. I won't be doing the show tomorrow, but just know the Suns will smack the shit out them boys tomorrow. So, my guy says revenge on Cleveland. LeBron's still mad. We'll see, man. It's gonna be a good game. It's nothing I'm on. I like the Pelicans today, my guy.
Me
What
too.
you liking today? You can tell them the leans, official plays, whatever you got before we get out of here.
Yeah. So just going through it again, a slight lean to Toronto, not something that I'm probably going to bet. Really slight lean to Indiana, but again, that's nothing I'm going to be touching at all. I could see Brooklyn blowing them out. Definite play on New Orleans plus 1.5. You can take them on the money line too. And then the Clippers plus 3. That's going to be something in my pocket for sure. I'm not sure what number I'm going to get it at. I might even bet them on the money line, but the Clippers is something that's going to be in my pocket. And then lastly, Miami Heat minus 5. Miami specifically with the Clippers, you don't have to wait. You can bet whenever you want. With Miami, I would wait. I have a feeling Bam's going to be downgraded to out shortly, maybe before game, yeah, the tip off or whatever. You might be able to get like a 4 on this game, a 4.5, something around there. If you can get a number like that, I'm big time on the Heat for sure.
Exactly. Let me see. Jimmy, did you see this OKC versus Lake? Yeah, I was watching. They were 26. Lakers fell asleep at the wheel, and you have to give OKC some credit, guys. So, well, one thing I'll know if I do go live tomorrow, it'll be from the phone. It would just be me. Unfortunately, no guests. I can't do it like that from the phone. I will be on the road. We'll be vacation. So if I do a live video for tomorrow, guys, I'm not getting down on you, man. Like I can tell you right now, I'll likely be on the Suns tomorrow. I like the Suns tomorrow. That's the spot. You want to look towards the Suns. You want to look towards the Warriors tomorrow. You want to lean. I want to lean to fuck the Hawks right now. Yeah, the 76ers probably get some playoff revenge. They probably had their game circled. So I'm just letting you know how I think. You want to look towards the 76 tomorrow versus them bitch ass Hawks. Um, Sorry guys, but I can't. I'm so fucking pissed at the Hawks right now. I'm surprised I even said their name, but I hope Philly smacks them by 30 and
I
they
like the
smash Trey Young, little bitch ass man.
I like the Spurs tomorrow. I saw the Spurs are against Milwaukee, and the Spurs for some reason always come to play against Milwaukee. They cover spreads against Milwaukee all the time. I don't see a number on it yet, but I'm thinking it'll be around 7, 7.5, 8.5, something around there. If you can get that, I would take the Spurs too. That's something I'll be on probably.
Let me see tomorrow. So hell, Detroit probably gets their first win. Detroit gets their first win tomorrow, but for versus the Magic. They say the revenge spots, man. If Gafford's still out, I gotta take the Celtics tomorrow. Revenge spot. And I told you guys the other day, if the Celtics lose versus the Wizards, we're rooting for the Wizards plus 4.5 over the Celtics so that we could take the Celtics in the next game. Revenge spot. Celtics are far better. They won't do what the Hawks did. The Celtics will likely really come to play tomorrow. So tomorrow, Celtics, Pistons, um, Celtics, Pistons. maybe Warriors, Suns for sure, guys. So those are a couple of looks that you want to look at. The Grizzlies are also will be their first game back at the house after a 4-game road trip. That's a spot I usually like to fade. If the Heat do lose tonight, you want to look towards the Heat to bounce back tomorrow in Memphis. But you want to look towards Philly, Detroit, the Celtics, and Suns. They don't believe in their revenge angle. Okay, we'll see what the Celtics do tomorrow, my guys. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. I do like the Phillies today, +1.5. It'll likely just be a very small play for me, but I do like the Pelicans. One of the better spots on the board. But I can't say it is some better spots tomorrow, my guys. So just try to get some cash, man. Whatever you guys are liking, I tried to put every plays in the chat. You guys are we watching. Check out the chat. Make sure you hit live chat replay. All the plays coming in, what everyone liking. You do what I'm saying. So Pelicans, I like the Pelicans today. Super small play, man. Let's see, Pelicans. That's about it, guys. Lean Denver Nuggets and the under. Lean Clippers, guys. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Y'all make sure you go and follow my guy on Twitter. I mean on Instagram at Run My Bets. Follow me on Instagram, NBA Talk with J Money. Follow me on Twitter at J Money's Money. Appreciate you guys, man. Really didn't feel like doing this show, guys, but I did it. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. If y'all can't hit the like button, I don't have to do this. There's days where I don't feel like doing it, but I still do it, man. So if y'all can, please hit the like button. Let's get 400 likes on today's show, man. And I'll get 400 likes on the show today, man. And I'll do a show tomorrow live from the car, man. So I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let's cash some tickets, my guys. We out.